Welcome to Your Village People, the podcast where we unpack the chaos, drama, and downright absurdity of family life. Because let's face it, sometimes the people closest to us are the ones that challenge us the most.
In other words, sometimes home is where the wahala is.
I'm
Always forgetting, even though I know that's the punchline. That's the point of why we're here
That's
today.
why the point.
That is why we are here today.
I'm Nigerian Queen, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok at Nigerian Queen. And this is the amazing, talented, global superstar,
Princess Wonder.
and you can find her on
Instagram at official Princess Wonder, and then for the rest, just Google me.
Google. You know she says this, guys, and I've told you guys.
It's not hard.
It's not me you should Google. It's Princess Wonder. And it's Princess Wonder, Wonda.
That's it.
Okay?
That's it.
Princess Wonder. While you're Googling her, please stream her music.
Please do.
Go and add some of her songs to your playlist. All of them. Not some. All of them. And then if you want to look as cute as we do in these amazing jumpers, I am the moment, then you can be in the moment.
Yes.
And purchase one from official Princess Wonder's website.
Yes,
And that
ma'am.
is, link is in her bio.
Yes.
On
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah. And then you can send us your cute pictures to Your Village People podcast on Instagram. As
Tag
you've
us,
been
please.
DMing your stories. Guys, we're going to get through all the stories. Thank you so much for sending them.
We appreciate you.
We are gonna get through them all.
We will definitely. So today,
Today is the day.
Today is the day. Right. What do we have for you today? We have I resent my stay-at-home wife.
Hey, wait.
I resent.
Okay.
That is a harsh word, but let's go. My wife has been a stay-at-home mom for the past 14 years. She went back to work in 2022.
Okay.
At the beginning of 2023, she decided to reduce her hours and I said, fine, do whatever you need to do.
So she was a stay-at-home mom for 14 years.
Yeah.
Then she went back in 2022. Then 2023, she's
She
doing
wants to
part-time.
reduce her hours.
Okay.
He said that do whatever you need to do. Wait for it. Well, she reduced her hours to 0. Last I checked, 0 hours meant that you quit your job. But what do I know? This guy, you're a funny guy. She tells me she has a job. At the same time, my wife decided to diagnose herself with depression. Not depression, but depression. She refuses to even say it right. This guy, you're not.
That's evil.
She also decides to completely stop driving due to her anxiety. Okay. Depression and anxiety.
Okay.
No problem. So, to say I was blindsided was an understatement. We did couples counseling for a few years prior to COVID, and things were good. Now, when I say you might want to get back into therapy, she made it clear it doesn't work and that I need therapy since I'm an asshole. 1 to 10, how did we get there?
Oh
he's an
gosh,
asshole.
it's 1 + 1 equals
It's
20,
100, yes.
and then now we're minusing 500.
Exactly. With pi, whatever they call it, 3.14. In the middle of this, she made it clear that I didn't do anything at home and that I need to step up at home. Well, I was working from home, but since COVID is now over, I am back in the office and out of the house 10 to 12 hours a day. I find it hard to do laundry or take the kids to school from my desk. I also do not have the privilege of getting the kids on the bus at 8 a.m. and be home to get them off the bus at 3. I made it clear I can support the morning, but not the afternoon. And I found out she wants me home, both sides now. So yeah, my wife has anxiety stopping her from driving. She has depression she refuses to get help for. She has a job that she now works 0 hours a week, and somehow I need to do more work at home to make her happy. I really tried to talk to her about this, but she chooses to change the subject to how her job is harder than yours, and men do not do enough for her around the house. I even got forced to do all the food shopping since she won't leave the house. She's not driving again. I go to Walmart twice a week, and it is 5 minutes from the house. I drive the kids to all the programs she signed them up for, and I cook the dinner 4 nights a week. I feel taken advantage of by someone who doesn't understand that doing laundry twice a week isn't a 30K a year job. Yes, she puts the kids on the bus, but now that she reduced her hours to 0, I get told she has a job and takes care of the house and kids on her own. So can I forcibly get her to get a different job? This entire I can't drive with anxiety, but help does not help is driving me mad. Honestly, I'm ready to make my job 0 hours since work keeps getting in the way of everything I need to do at the house. Unfortunately, my kids like food and my wife loves the internet. So if I quit, the merry-go-round stops. Woo! Woo!
Oh, there is just so much to unpack. I feel dizzy.
Yeah.
Hearing that story. So he's working.
Yes.
Full time.
His
wife hasn't worked for 12 years. She's been a stay-at-home mom.
14 years.
14 years. She went back in 2022.
Yes.
Then 2023, she said she's going to reduce her hours.
To 0.
Oh, to 0. And then she has anxiety and depression.
Depression.
Stop it.
He said depression.
Stop it.
And she won't leave the house because of her anxiety.
Okay, so I think that the problem is here that it was the job that gave her depression and anxiety. That is what...
So because you had to return to work, that's your problem.
Yes, I think a lot of people feel like that on a Monday.
Yeah, Monday, and we get over it usually. Okay, and then he has to do the food shopping twice a week. He takes the kid to all the school programs. He has to...
But if she, can I just say something? If she hasn't been working for 14 years, was this because of a medical condition or something, or what was?
Maybe he just said she didn't have to.
So
what's your problem?
So I'm confused. So why is he complaining?
He didn't give her a name.
Let's just make her name is Flora, because
Flora.
Flora.
Flora, hope nothing. Because I don't understand how for 14 years, he's not mentioned the fact that he put her under pressure to find a job.
Yes.
He said she just went back to work.
Exactly.
This guy held down the fort during COVID. He's helping with looking after the kids. He doesn't believe himself to be a deadbeat parent because...
And he's driving, doing all this. But he was doing all of this for 14 years before.
Sis.
What's
wrong?
Something is not... No, I mean like him, the one that's writing.
Yeah, but then maybe I need to talk to your wife because he's at his wit's end.
But he allowed this for 14 years. Wait, what I'm saying, I'm not saying what she's doing is right. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm coming to her.
Yeah. Flora, we are coming.
I want to understand now with him. Mm-hmm. He was the breadwinner and everything was going smoothly.
Yeah.
So now that she's reduced her hours to 0.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she took on certain responsibilities, especially look, at the end of the day, COVID has been a long time and a lot of people's lifestyle have changed as a result and ways of working and just general onset to life, right? If all he's asking you to do is please put these kids on the bus in the morning, he's not even asking you to drop them at school. In America, they fetch them at the bus stop. You don't need to drive anywhere, you're complaining. Cleaning the house, okay. I'm sure if she said, babe, once a month, can we get a cleaner to just do a once over and just do a spring clean of this place? You don't sound like you'd object to that. But I think it's becoming, she's sounding like, and here's my thing. Mental health issues are not to be joked with.
At all. 0.
But this man is getting frustrated because
he's getting a problem now. He's going to have a mental health.
Yeah, he's going to break down.
He's going to break down. And he's going to go into depression.
Yeah.
And get anxiety.
Yeah.
Because and depression and anxiety are such polar, like, because like that is just such a bad mix.
It's such a horrible mix, and this guy is clearly doing a lot of things. He's wearing a lot of hats. You're making this guy come home,
And they were in
cooking
therapy.
4 nights. Yeah, they've done the therapy thing. Now you're saying therapy doesn't work. My dear, I hope you're not talking to somebody you shouldn't be talking to.
This is the only other thing that I can think.
Because you saying he's not doing enough. All you men, like, she's comparing him to like men of the internet. Who are they? Who are they? Please tell us.
Who is they?
Because who are you? Who do you have time to be talking to? Because you've a 0-hour job. You clearly have a lot of time to be on the internet.
What is she doing? And he said she likes being on the internet. So what are you doing on the internet? Do you know that there's jobs you can do on the internet? You like those people that play the games and they get paid
but
and
instead
whatever.
She's watching TikTok.
So she should become an affiliate then and do something with it.
But she might get anxiety from having to like...
Oh, stop.
And this is the problem. Like, in certain situations... Oh, somebody said it online. Like, I was flicking through TikTok and I don't remember it like verbatim, but the guy said, some of you don't need a therapist. Some of you need like a wake-up call.
Cool. Yes.
Or something like that.
Yes, I think that's
right. And I think Sister Flora needs a wake-up call.
I think that...
Because now you have children. And while, your mental health needs to be looked into first, and that's like priority, there's a moving train daily of things that are happening.
Firstly, the husband, if he can still maintain the home and do everything that he's doing, which it looks like he is, I commend him for that. And they've got kids. I don't know how many kids they have, but for him to step up the way he's stepping up, well done. And that you even just writing this to somebody else again perspective means that you do want to save your family.
You care, yeah.
Means that you do want to save your family. The number one thing priority now should be getting your wife into a healthy state of mind.
Please tell us how.
Well, she needs to go back to therapy.
She said it doesn't work.
Well, she needs to go back to therapy. Unfortunately, she cannot be the judge. She cannot mark her own.
You can't work your own work. Please.
So she needs to find help, and he needs to have another trusted person, maybe a friend of hers or whatever.
Because I didn't see all of the updates, but I think they were saying how like someone asked like, can't you get like her parents or someone to look after? And I think they said her dad lives in like a home because he's got Alzheimer's or something.
Right.
So she doesn't even have people nearby who they could like tap them in to help them with the kids. So he's like, we're really just on our own.
I do think that she needs, clearly, depression. She needs help for that, and then she needs help. She needs medical.
You know what?
Help.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. Please don't be angry with me, guys. While that is true, and I completely agree with that, what's kind of annoying me is now the nitpicking at him. It's one thing for you to feel, this sense of apathy and like nothingness in the context of the depression and an anxiety. If I don't want to go outside, like you having all these fearful thoughts. Yeah, why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm just trying to understand how you are saying that before you were going out for a whole year. So how was the year that...
This is what I'm saying.
I'm just...
Kidney problem, what is wrong with... What happened to you? What's your problem? Because, and then on top of that, now you're using him... You're using style to insult him.
Yes,
your mates are doing more. What are your mates doing?
Your mates and go.
Some women are kneeling down to be bringing some husbands their food. They're kneeling down.
Yes, we are.
Even with their depression, anxiety. Go and ask them. They're full on TikTok. They'll tell you how with depression, anxiety, they're still kneeling down to feed their husband.
Have depression.
Do you get what I'm saying? And they're still rolling with it. High functioning depressed people. It's everything. It's a thing. So my issue is not that she's having mental health struggles. My issue is I don't like how you're throwing jabs at your husband who is doing stuff, because now
who is doing the most.
Basically what you want to do is sit in the bed all day is what it's sounding like,
and be on your phone
4 nights a week. He's cooking
4 nights.
4 nights. He's the one that takes them to all the activities, which means after he's done Wala on the whole weekend, because this probably cuts into his weekend as well.
And these kids' activities are
karate,
parties,
swimming. It's Joey's birthday. Gymnastics. There's drama.
Oh.
I want to join the choir. And he's the one that's doing all of these things in different locations.
Yeah.
And you are happy to just drop them off in the morning. You're like, no. I think he said he's happy to do morning, but he can't do afternoon. So even then,
he's willing to
compromise. And you are saying,
guys, I just think that ladies, especially ladies, like if you are getting married, please and men, everybody needs to bring, you know the thing when they say 50-50? It's not 50-50.
No, it's
Everybody's 100, right? But there are going to be days you're not going to be able to bring 100. And you're going to need him to bring 90. And you'll only bring 10. And there's going to be days when he's only able to bring 10. And you're going to have to bring 90.
He's bringing 110 now. And she's saying, look, your mates are bringing 200%. What are you doing?
She needs to reevaluate.
Are you like, because there are some women.
Who is she comparing it to?
This is my point. We're linking it to what are you doing on the phone and the internet? Who are you watching? What are you watching? Where is this measuring stick?
Of comparison is a steal of joy.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, who are you comparing him to? Is it?
And I think also you're depressed because if you're on social media and just scrolling through, you're seeing how other people are living. That is the problem.
Do you know sometimes I've actually like, especially lately, maybe in the last 6 months, I've noticed, no, in the last like year or two, I've noticed that. Like, I remember when I finished the tour, the one that you
Yes.
for the end of my tour, I remember thinking, I've done all this waka waka and traveling. When I sat at home, like, I feel like my brain was just hot. I didn't post for like a good month.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I feel like I've been on the internet like for a year and it felt nonstop. So it was just nice to just disconnect and just live real life. And I feel like she's in this bubble. And like you said, we don't know what she's watching. We don't know who she's speaking to, that she has all these 0 hours to herself.
Yep.
While he's at work, what kind of friends does she have? Does she have like-minded women and they all sit in their circle having these kind of
that's maybe this is another comparing women, comparing each other. We have a lot of people in the community that I see, especially here in the UK, people that come like from Africa and then they start talking to other women here in the UK that are African as well.
Yeah.
And then they start forming this "We Hate Our Husband" group.
What is that?
Right? And then they start forming "We Are Our Husband," and then they're like, get your husband into trouble because then you can get this and you can get that. Like, it's wild. So the first time I came across that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very, very careful.
It's been 14 years. Is it that, did she slowly deteriorate? Is it, because let's not lie.
He didn't even mention anything about her physical features, which means he loves her.
He probably loves her. She probably wasn't like this in the beginning.
He didn't say like she's let herself go, and he's just talking about the depression and anxiety.
And he didn't say anything about him having done this from the beginning of their marriage.
Yeah.
So this is probably something that has slowly like declined. Crept in over time. So I'm just wondering, like, what more do you want from this guy? Well, no, for real, what else do you want him to give you? Because at this point, he could end up losing his job with the way you're trying to get him to like dance to your tune. When
I really pray for this person, because this is not easy for him, for this man to be carrying. That's all. The only thing that I can say is, because I've gone now from saying in the beginning, what's his problem if he's been doing this for all a while, and I mean, well done to him for doing that if he can.
And we're not saying well done, by the way, that like, as if to say this isn't part of his job as well.
Yeah.
We're not of the, oh my gosh, as a man, this is very nice of him to be looking. Those are your kids. You're supposed to look after your household.
Yeah.
But we're commending you for doing it despite.
In these circumstances.
Yes. Please continue.
In these circumstances. And I think that in this part, I just pray for both of them. But especially him, because he's the one that's holding everything right now.
He's holding it down.
For him not to break. I would really want to encourage him to please find somebody that you can talk to. Somebody, if she doesn't want to go to therapy, please, you stay in therapy.
Yeah.
Please check in with your kids as well. Because the absence of their mom can have a greater impact that you're not seeing, because you're also very, very busy.
That is also true.
Check in with those kids. See how they're feeling about their mom not being present.
Okay.
And her condition, how it's affecting them. Like, have open discussions, like a round table. Like, I would encourage that. And I would also say, like, if at all possible, when you have a moment for yourself, please take it. Do something. Go get a massage. I'm very much for, like, self-preservation. You have to take care of yourself and your body. And I'm saying this because of what I've been through. Certain things can lead to certain things in your body that you never...
Just get hernia overnight and you won't know how it happened. Because you're stressed up. And you know what is messed up? Guys, I'm just playing now. I'm not saying this is the case, but a lot of the times, this level of mental and physical stress leads a lot of men into infidelity.
I just wanted to come to that. I wanted to say
You
that
get what I'm saying?
they're probably not having any intimacy time.
Do you feel like
Intimate
being
time.
intimate with somebody that has not helped you all day?
If you're resenting them already, he said, I'm starting to resent, so he's definitely not. He's definitely not.
Yeah.
You see now? So now he's going to find Paula at work.
She's Puerto Rican.
That's how Paula from Puerto Rico is going to hit jackpot.
And she's going to be stepmom.
And she's going to be a stepmom. And yeah, we don't want that. So please get the help that you need. Because if you're scrolling through the internet, this might be you we're talking about. Get the help that you need. Get into doing things that if you found yourself as well slipping into depression, if you're married, I know the stress is running around with the kids, picking up, drop off, school activities, come here, food, cleaning, making up the beds. Please get into things that you like. Talk to people that uplift you. And really just try to, as much as you can, to pull yourself out of that hole and tell your husband, speak to your family, tell people that you need help, get the help that you need, because it is possible to lift yourself and be a phoenix.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Don't worry, we won't fuss at you too much because life is hard.
Life is hard already. Life is hard. And the Instagram and the social medias make it worse.
And stop comparing.
Stop comparing. Everybody.
Just told you, stop it.
Stop it. It's going to not lead you rabbit hole.
I'm telling you, and then you'll be stuck on that phone. Anyway, guys, we thank you so much for yet another amazing episode of Your Village People. Make sure you guys send us your comments. What do you guys think these lots should do? We appreciate all of your feedback.
Because the people that are writing these are looking for perspective.
Yes, these are real people with real problems, guys. So, yes, please follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us everywhere that you see us, please. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.